Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're calling in from around the world. We're here on March 12th of 2025, here to share an amazing and incredible evening with you for Seaforth and One Marketplace. Tonight, I'm here with the founder of the company, Mr. Mark Seaforth, and Dr. Scott Reese and Mr. David Pike. We're going to be sharing some incredible information with you. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, get your notebook and pen and pads. We're going to share some incredible information that's going to help you ignite and start a fire in your business and also give you the understanding of what we're going to be doing in a very, very near future with One Marketplace. That being said, I'm going to bring on the founder. That's Mr. Mark Seaforth from Calabasas, California. He grew up in Florida. He is the founder of the company. He's going to share an incredible overview of what this is going to do for you and your families. And myself and Mr. Scott Reese will be interjecting alongside. With that being said, Mr. Mark Seaforth, are you there?
I am here, Brian, and good evening, and good afternoon to some of you. And this is going to be an enjoyable evening. We're going to be talking about, obviously, a little more about the pre-launch of One Marketplace. We're going to be sharing with you the actual video. If you haven't seen it, we keep updating it almost on a daily basis. But what I'm going to do, which will be a little bit different, is as we play the video, we're going to stop it and we're going to talk about it. And kind of, again, the idea tonight is to give everybody a really full understanding of what One Marketplace is all about, what the opportunity is for you, and what you should be doing now. Now, because even though we're in this pre-launch phase, what you do now is going to help build your Seaforth business, and it's going to definitely put you in an unbelievable position when One Marketplace launches. So I'm going to be going through that now. And one last thing before I begin, for a lot of you that have people that maybe had gotten inactive or maybe even left, in the last year or so, well, they've got this one short opportunity. We've been talking about it. They have this one short opportunity between now and the end of March to go get those old people to bring them back. And if they do, not only do they get their original timestamp back, but that original timestamp is priceless because of where it positions them in One Marketplace. You literally couldn't put a price tag on what those positions mean. Now, again, that person you might be talking to that, again, left, he might not understand that, but that's why it's important for him to say, hey, yeah, just come back. Come back as either a premium member, if that's the only way you can get your original timestamp back. You know what I tell people? I say, look at it this way. Come back, take the PFPB, which is going to save you more than you spend. You're going to have your premium membership back and see forth, but you just locked in your position based on your original timestamp in the One Marketplace. And again, there is no way you could put a price tag on what that position's worth. So with that, let's go into One Marketplace and let's share this. And what's going to happen is I go through this. I'm going to have Scott and Brian kind of jump in with me and help me out a little bit. All right. So what I'll do is, as you can see, this is going to be the start of the video. I will be stopping and starting it. I'll let it play for a minute. So just sit back, enjoy. I hope we answer all your questions, and let's make this thing happen. So let's go. One Marketplace stands alone as the first company of its kind on planet Earth. One Marketplace incorporates the first ever smart shoppers coupled with the first ever connective marketing company. So, welcome to One Marketplace and the world of smart shoppers and the future of shopping. It's unlike anything you've ever seen, and yet it's simple and fun. There are 6 components, the 6 C's: cost to join, connective marketing, community pods, compensation, curated products, and the click to build app. The first C, cost to join. Let's start with a loud bang. As I said earlier, this is brilliant and fun. There are no costs to sign up or any time, and you are actually paid to join and paid to stay. Here's how it works. You pay a monthly membership of $14.95, which includes the following benefits. 1, private access to the One Marketplace discounted shopping portal. Secondly, you get $30 a month in hotel credits, and 1 hotel credit is equal to $1. That's $30 every month that accumulates and can be used anytime, anywhere in the world at over 1 million hotels and resorts. Also, you get up to $100 a month in a do-nothing bonus. Simply by holding a position in the One Marketplace Global Pod, you'll earn in time a maximum of $100 a month for life for doing nothing. Also, 1/2 ounce in silver for free. Now, this is based on platform activity, and this is just a nice one-time extra bonus. And last, and by far the most important, you can own as many community pods as you like. And each pod can earn up to $9,000 a month or more monthly. So let's stop there and take a look at this, because this is the starting point for everybody, right? I mean, and when you share this with somebody, and even for yourself, if you want to get excited, this should get you excited, because just the starting point, and when you look at this, you say, okay, it's $15, right? But look what somebody gets for that $15. In fact, they are paid to join, because just the $30 a month in hotel credits, that's twice what their membership costs. And they get that every month. And by the way, it accumulates. You can let it accumulate as long as you like and use it at one time if you so desire. And remember, one hotel credit is equal to $1. So it's a real $30 that you have to use whenever you want. And again, it can accumulate and accumulate. Also, the do nothing bonus. You know what that means? That means when somebody comes in to One Marketplace and they sign up and they say, you know what, I don't want to do anything but just be a smart shopper. I just want to shop, and I'm not really interested in sharing this with other people. Well, just by holding the position, just by holding that position, little by little, they're going to start getting more and more income that comes from this do nothing bonus until it reaches, and it will in time, $100 a month. So think about that. They're paying $15 per month for a membership. Okay. They're getting the $30 in hotel credits. Now they're getting $100 a month in a do nothing bonus. Oh, and on top of that, we're going to give them a 1/2 ounce of silver. Now, again, that's based on platform activity. That's still to be decided. It's based on when you start getting commissions and stuff. When you have a certain amount of activity on the platform that's paying you, that's when the 1/2 ounce of silver is awarded. But again, it's a gift. It's another amount of money. It's small. It's $15. It's worth about $15 to somebody. But so what? It's just an extra bonus. And then, of course, the most important thing, guys, the pods. Do you realize what a pod is worth? I mean, think about it. What is a pod? A pod is you putting in one smart shopper. You put in one smart shopper, one, and you started a pod. So again, as you're going to see as we go through this, how many pods do you want? And that's where it really gets down in this business, is if you want 10 community pods, put in 10 smart shoppers. So pretty nice to come into something for $15 and get all that on the front end. So let's move on. Brian, Scott, any questions on that before I jump ahead here? I just want to make sure we've covered that completely. I think we have, but if there's any thoughts or additions or anything you want to add?
Straightforward, and I think they'll get it even more as we go. But the most important part, as you said, these community pods, there's some people here that will bring in 20, 40, 60 smart shoppers, and that's how many pods they'll have. It's unlimited that way, and it's really, really incredible. It's my favorite part of this whole thing.
It should be.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I echo Scott. I mean, I love that it's unlimited, and the world is your oyster. I mean, you could literally have pods from all over the world, unlimited amounts of referrals. So this is definitely the time. And today is the 12th. We've got 19 days left till March 31st to really kick this into high gear to get as many pods in. So take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Bring back all your old people. They don't want to miss out. They do not want to miss out. Matter of fact, they're going to be angry at you if you don't tell them about this.
Summation,
let's
what
keep
does your
going.
monthly membership at One Marketplace cost you? As you can see, nothing. In fact, you are paid to join. Now that's worth repeating. You are actually paid to join. And this is only the first step of a major income changing journey as a smart shopper. The concept of connective marketing has never been done before. So understand, you are truly a pioneer in something very new and very exciting. As smart shoppers join One Marketplace, they enter our global pod. The global pod is depicted as rings and starts with only 2 smart shoppers in the first ring. Each ring holds twice as many smart shoppers over the previous ring. The second ring is full of 4 smart shoppers. Next ring is full of 8 smart shoppers, then 16 smart shoppers, then 32, then 64. And this continues nonstop, doubling the number of smart shoppers, ring after ring, filling from the first ring out in a balanced fill. Within the global pod is your position that locks in your do nothing bonus. A community pod starts when you enroll a smart shopper. That smart shopper takes the next available position in the global pod, shown in green. In this example, it's Bob, then Sue, then Pat, then Ann, plus 4 more, a total of 8 community pods that you have started.
So let's stop there and look at this for a second. It all starts with you, right? Which is in red. And I think everybody probably understands if you're on this call tonight, you're going to be placed in this global pod that's starting from the first ring out at a very, very, very low level. In other words, you're so close to the very beginning of this because as the rings grow out and farther and farther, you can see what happens. So if you're in this business right now, and that's you in red, okay? And let's say you decide, you know what, I'm not going to wait until this thing launches in June to start putting in my build my community pods. I'm going to start putting smart shoppers in now. Well, how do you do that? Well, it's very simple. When you talk to somebody about this and you share the landing page that we have for you now on One Marketplace, they have to sign up to CFORTH. Well, the moment they do that, what have they done? They've created a community pod for you. So why would anybody, and think about this, why would anybody want to wait and say, you know, I'll wait until there's at least 8 or 10 rings filled up, which, by the way, is happening very quickly as we speak. Why would you wait? Because you know that the more little green dots you have here, which is the start of community pods, the closer you are to the very beginning. What does that mean as far as your pods filling up? Aren't they going to fill up sooner? Of course they are. So people that are joining now and starting community pods are going to fill much quicker than those that, you know, join a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, of course. So you've got this opportunity, but guess what? What's different here than anything you've ever seen, particularly like with, for example, like with CFORTH, which is really truly network marketing, where this is connected marketing. In network marketing, you can take all the time you want because guess what? You're building your own genealogy, right? You put in somebody and then they put in somebody. That's your genealogy. That doesn't happen here. Here, all that happens is you put in a smart shop. That genealogy you're getting paid on is not yours. It's just part of the global pod that you get paid on. Therefore, what that means is urgency. If you wait, fine. But all you're doing is letting these rings fill up that you could be making money on because you're deciding to wait. There is probably with this more of a sense of urgency than anything anyone's ever done or seen. So you got to know that part. You know, you can wait, but while you're waiting, and again, we were already probably 8 rings deep right now. It could be getting close to 10 rings deep already before we even get to the end of this month of March. So think about these pods that are already being filled up right now by people that are actually putting it in smart shoppers right now. And remember, all the people that you have in CFORTH that you've enrolled in your genealogy, that you've personally enrolled, are also going to be here. So you do have some pods that are being built. So again, Scott, Brian, anything else we should add to that before we move on?
Yeah, I just want to reiterate because this is really important. You guys hear Mark talking about the rings that are already filling everything, but your time date stamp is secure as long as you're active in CFORTH. And if you're not active, if you don't have that tucked in already, and those of you that are active, you should be calling everyone on the phone and saying, hey, I want to fill you in on this. I want to give you the news on this because that time date stamp is going to place them all the way back when they first signed up for CFORTH. And those rings that Mark are talking about, they're filling outside of their position. I mean, their business is growing and they don't even know it. So make sure that you inform everybody. This is so important by the 31st. Come the 31st of this month, that deal is off the table. Yeah. No extensions, no nothing. That deal is off the table. Don't expect an extension. It won't happen. I'll fight it because I want that thing to close. And when it does close, every time date stamp, no matter when they came in, the first day, the first week, the first month, we're going to absolutely honor that. But they have to activate their position and resubscribe if they cancel or quit. This is their absolute opportunity, and it's a big deal. Brian, you agree with me on this. We've talked about this. It's so important, bud.
I agree 100%. I mean, being from the network marketing arena and building organizations is one thing because you're growing your own personal genealogy. But this is so unique because every single one of us collectively are helping each other's pods grow. So I recommend people that could fall into Scott's pods. They could fall into Bob's pods, Sue's pods, Lisa's pods, Ellie's pods. Mark and Elisa recommend folks, same thing. David recommends folks, same thing. Scott recommends folks. Somebody in Japan might recommend somebody that falls into your business. Somebody in Mexico might recommend 100 people that fall into some of your businesses. Every single one of us that has our personal referrals, which are pods, the more you have, the bigger this grows, the faster these rings start. And once the momentum starts, we're going to start seeing exponential speed, exponential growth, exponential filling of the pods. It's very, very exciting. Back over to you, Mark.
Yeah, I just want to add one more thing. So look at this. Think about it. It only takes getting two, to double each ring, right? So that's saying if everybody only got two smart shoppers, everybody never got more than two smart shoppers, this thing would continue to double and double and double. But guess what's happening? People with this is so simple. There's not a person this call that couldn't put in 5, 10, 100 smart shoppers, right? Even if you spread it over a period of time, you can do it. And that's what's a little scary about this. But obviously, everything has to do with what happens right now. That's why these positions, I keep saying they're priceless, they're priceless, they're priceless. Please, if you've got anybody that was in CFORTH before or the next, they need to see this. Please, just get them the video and say, watch the video, come to one of the live calls or call me and understand what you have right now in your positioning and your ability to build this thing at such an early stage. So let's keep going. It just gets better. But this
As the global pod continues filling with smart shoppers, your community pods get engulfed and filled by the global pod. Each ring is doubling the number of smart shoppers in your community pods. And it's important to know that every smart shopper inside your community pod represents the start of a community pod for somebody. The more smart shoppers, the more rings, the more growth. Initially, all smart shoppers are coming from the United States and Canada. Soon after our launch, we will begin to open other countries, allowing smart shoppers to enter from all over the world. So what are community pods? And what does this mean to you financially? Your first community pod started with Bob, who sits within the global pod. Does not matter where he sits. Your community pod starts with Bob and grows 2 by through each successive ring, 2, 4, 8, 16 through 11 rings. Your first community pod is filled when it reaches a total of 2,047 smart shoppers. Now the fun part. How much can you earn from each smart shopper in each of your community pods?
Now let's just keep it going. Let's keep it going.
From the membership, you earn from 65 cents to $2 per month per smart shopper. On one full community pod, that would be a minimum income of $1,300 to a high of over $4,000 monthly. From an average $70 shopping expenditure per month per smart shopper, you would receive a commission on one full pod of $3 per smart shopper times 2,047. That's a total income exceeding $6,000 monthly. All this income times the number of community pods you decide to start.
So let's stop there for a second. What we just talked about is one pod. And what started a pod? One smart shop. And so you can start to see what's starting to happen here. We're showing this thing as the rings are starting to fill. And again, by the time we launch, I don't know how many rings will be filled, but I know it's going to be probably, it's probably 8 to 10 right now, rings that are already filled. So that means the people that are sitting kind of close to the beginning, their pods are already filling up. And again, what happens here? What do you have to do other than put in smart shoppers? Well, you don't have to, teach anybody to shop because they're going to be incentivized to shop. You don't have to worry about their monthly membership. That happens automatically. And we're giving them more money than they're paying for the monthly membership. So they're never going to leave. So what that does is that gives you this income from the memberships every month. And by the way, the reason it's 1,300 to 4,000 is that when we first launched this, there's just going to be strictly what we call a smart shopper. There will be a Smart Shopper Pro that we're going to introduce that gives you additional incentives, additional incomes, additional rewards. We're not even talking about that right now, but that's what makes that number closer to the 4,000 just from the memberships. And then, of course, the shopping. And the shopping is going to happen automatically, as you're about to see. So let's take a look.
And the best part, you will never know, train, motivate all the 2,000 plus smart shoppers you are being paid on in each pod. All you ever do is send out invitations about becoming a smart shopper. The only question you have to answer is, how many community pods do you want?
Seriously, how many pods do you want? That's all this business gets down to. That's what I love about it. You don't have to teach. You don't have to train. You don't have to teach somebody about a product. You don't have to teach them about, how to build a business or how to do meetings and hey, have to inspire. You don't do that. You just decide, you know what? I want 100 community pods. That's what my dream is. And I'd like to make 9,000 to 10,000 off of each pod eventually. Even if I'm only making $100 when it first starts off each pod, or $200 and $300, who cares? It's money that goes up month after month after month after month for the rest of your life. And you just decide, how much do you want? That's all you got to decide.
What you're about to see next is the light bulb moment. It's the biggest reason to shop, and it drives commission nonstop. This is the engine behind connected marketing. Welcome to the new world of currency. At One Marketplace, you will receive your monthly commission two ways: in the currency of your choice, gold, silver, crypto, or cash, and a portion of your commission in smart dollars. Yes, this is different, but there's a major reason for all of this. Smart dollars will drive your income. Imagine everyone in every one of your community pods being paid to shop, and when they do, you earn money. That's a smart dollar. And here's how you and everyone is getting paid to shop. And it can't get any better than this. Here's how it works. If you want to do nothing, just hold a position and invite no smart shoppers, you will earn the do nothing bonus, which pays up to $100 a month. Not very smart, but okay. If you enroll one smart shopper, you get your commission 50% currency, which is in gold, silver, crypto, or cash, your choice, and 50% in smart dollars with a maximum commission of $500 from your first community pod. If you enroll two smart shoppers, your maximum income is $2,000 from your two community pods. And as you add more and more smart shoppers, your maximum income goes up and up, plus you receive a higher and higher percentage of your income in currency and less in smart dollars every month. And when you reach 10 or more smart shoppers, there is no income limits on any of your community pods, and you are paid 90% in currency of your choice and only 10% in smart dollars.
So why do you think we're doing this? The whole purpose behind what you're just seeing, this table right here, is to do one thing. Do you want to be constantly telling somebody that you put in, hey, go get more smart shoppers, go get more smart? No, you don't want. The only job you have is to go get your own smart shoppers, right? As many as you want. Because what this will do is incentivize every person you ever bring in to do it on their own. For example, if I'm one of the people you brought in, I'm one of your green dots there, right? And I'm one of your community pods, okay? And all of a sudden, I put in 3 smart shoppers, an example. You look at this, right? So I put in 3 smart shoppers. So whatever commission I get 55% in cash and 45% in smart dollars, okay? Well, let's say, for example, though, that I'm actually from those 3 pods that I'm in, I'm making $4,000 a month, but I'm only entitled to 3. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to get me another smart shopper. See, everybody's incentivized to build because they want to say, you know what? I don't want to be capped. So if I can get to 10 smart shoppers, and that's the goal, that's what we want everybody to do. If we can get everybody on planet Earth to get 10 smart shoppers, this will be the fastest growing company in the history of mankind, right? So we hope that doesn't happen because we don't want to be that big, but we want to grow fast. But the truth is, I don't know, because I don't see this as a very difficult thing.
I want to grow that big.
Yeah,
me too, Brian.
I'm not sure there's not anybody.
Mark, we want to grow.
Yeah, and guys, look at this. You know what happens? The fact that when you get to 10, that means all your pods are uncapped. They're unlimited. So it doesn't matter. I mean, you can make more than 9,000 out of a pod. If people are shopping more and more and more as we add more and more products, I mean, you could have one pod that could make you 10, 15, 20,000. There's no limit on what a pod can make you. I mean, there's no restriction on it. It's just based on the amount of shopping that's done by the 2,047 people in each one of your community pods. But what's crazy about this is the other thing that happens too is if you want more cash and less smart dollars, what do? Well, you get more smart shoppers. So it's just, again, that's the fun part. This right here incentivizes everybody. Brian,
I definitely want to talk about this because this motivates me and fires me up. And ladies and gentlemen, you got to think about it. He's created it to where do a little bit more, you get more. You can incentivize and create your own amount of income that you want to build. But what I love the most about this attracts all those folks out there who are looking for passive income. Because when you look at the smart shoppers and how you're getting paid on the pods, that's passive residual income. Residual income is freedom. For those of you who are looking to get free and have financial freedom, time freedom, money freedom, spiritual freedom, and just freedom in general, take advantage. The more smart shoppers you have, the more freedom you're going to have in passive residual income. Over to you, Scott. Mark.
Yeah. And you know what's scary, guys? Think about this. Usually when you get involved in a network marketing business, which is where we all come from, right? That's where we got most of our skills and our successes in life and stuff. I mean, it's really, there's a lot of work to be done. I mean, it takes a lot of energy and effort and ongoing effort. This is like, well, let's see. I can put in one smart shopper a day. It'll take me probably about 10 minutes to do that, and I'm done. And by the way, I could go probably get 10 smart shoppers in 1 month and be done for life.
Yeah.
You can literally say, I'm going to get in this business, get me 10 smart shoppers, and walk away and watch. And whatever happens, I'll take it for the rest of my life. And you're going to be pretty happy.
Mark, it motivates and drives. This is my favorite page because it motivates and it drives. People are motivated one person at a time, one shopper at a time, and it drives itself because the shopping income that's actually part of your commission, you shop with those dollars, that creates more, that drives more, that drives the volume, it drives the shopping. People start to shop as a habit, and that is such a big deal. This page right here, this explanation right here, folks, if you get this is the magic because it is very serious. Very
serious is what that
is. It's the secret sauce. And you know what? These smart dollars are part of the secret sauce too, because as you said, let's look at it. This is what happens with these smart dollars. Let's take a look at that.
Pause for a second to understand the significance of this graph. It automates everything. You never have to worry that people will get 10 or more smart shoppers because the business financially rewards those that do. And when you put it into perspective, to get a smart shopper, when it's all said and done, it's about an hour of your time. Yeah, 1 hour. So what do you think will happen? Secondly, you never have to worry if people are going to shop because they're incentivized to do so. For example, if you were at 6 smart shoppers and earned $1,000 in commission, you would receive 300 smart dollars that you need to spend shopping. And 1 smart dollar equals 1 US dollar. Now, that's a lot of shopping each month. But the beauty is you're actually getting paid to shop. And when you do, and everyone else is doing the same, this generates new commissions that you're going to be paid on. The shopping never stops, and the income never stops.
Yeah.
Now, that's the definition of a smart shopper.
Yeah, so let me stop that for just a second here. I got to go back. We got to put that slide back up. Hold on. Here we are. Nope. Let me let it play out. It fills up here. Sorry about that.
It generates new commissions that you're going to be paid on. The shopping never stops, and the income never stops.
Okay, so again, this is part of what makes this so cool for everybody. Think about that. In your community pods, you've got people that've got 10 smart dollars. Some people have 100 smart dollars. Some people could have 1,000 smart dollars. Well, what can they do with them? Well, there's only one place they can do is they use them in the CFORTH marketplace. They shop. And when they shop, what does it do? It creates more commissions again. It's like perpetual motion. And that's the beauty of this. So again, same thing. You don't have to worry about people shopping. I mean, we're going to have more products than you could ever imagine. I mean, in the years to come, guys, you're going to have so many products to choose from, and it'll be unimaginable. But the point is, with the couple hundred products we're launching with, people will always use their smart dollars up. And when they do, all it's doing is creating more commissions to you every month. So again, Scott, Brian, any thought on that before we move on? I mean, it's simple, but it's part of the magic.
It's incredibly simple, and I absolutely love that it's a perpetual movement. No matter what they're doing, if they're gathering new smart shoppers, those smart shoppers are where they're generating revenue from. The smart dollars allows them to go back into the system and acquire their products and services and wants and needs for them and their families. But again, that creates more commissions, which in retail, it just becomes a nonstop perpetual movement. And that is very, very key for building a strong passive residual income.
Yeah, it's fun. All right, let's keep it going.
Now, that's the definition of a smart shopper. One marketplace will always be about curated products, products that have the wow factor, products that can save you more than you spend, and branded products with high demand, but always at a great price and always commissionable to you. Again, the definition of a smart shopper. And the
one last thing on this, ladies and gentlemen, we will always continue to expand the product line. I mean, our goal is one day to be a massive shopping portal. And you know what happens? A lot of people say, well, how do you make that happen? Well, guess what? Because I come from the manufacturing side of the world. And all it really gets down to is when a manufacturer of any particular product, name brand product or whatever, sees a company that's growing and has consumers. And what are we at One Marketplace? We're loyal consumers, because guess what? We're not going to shop anywhere else. Why would we? Because we shop, because the more we shop, the more money we make, all of us. So think about it from a manufacturer's perspective. They look at us and they see this thing growing. They'll be standing in line begging to provide their products on our shopping portal. And again, since this is going to be a private access, we're always going to make sure that that person that shops here, even if they're just shopping, they're not building, they're just one of those do-nothing people, they're going to be getting great value. I mean, really, truly great value on these products. So this is just the beginning of where we're going with the product offering.
last of the 6 C's is our Click to Build app, a
Yes.
simple system that everyone can use to invite hundreds or even thousands to become smart shoppers. In summary,
So let me stop for a second on the Click to Build app, because I've had some people talk about that. Scott, you want to just say a few words about that? I mean, obviously, that what we're trying to create is going to be an app that everybody can use, that would be so simple for them to reach out and tap into everybody they have on social media and their emails and their text files in any way possible. But we want to make something that's simple and easy for everybody to be able to use.
Absolutely. Simplicity is key, right? People don't want to have to search around and have 5 drop-down menus. Very easy, very clean, very simple to use, very matter of fact. Everyone today is moving to this. Very few people now even have laptops or iPads. This is the new source for everyone. They ought to be able to see it here. They ought to be able to use it here. They ought to be able to send it from here. They ought to be able to track it from here. This is key. And so that's what that's designed to do. And I believe that everyone will be thankful to have their business literally right here in the palm of their hand, in their pocket, all day long, and be able to do business from anywhere, anytime, any place. And that's exciting, Mark.
Yeah, it is. Can you imagine you get to the point where all you do is you meet somebody and say, hey, I want to share One Marketplace about smart shopping, because you can have a thing already, a smart shopper, right? A card. And all you got to do is tap phones and they got your information. You're off and running. I mean, that's how easy this is going to be. So we're excited.
nothing like One Marketplace in existence anywhere in the world today. Great products, and we will always continue to add more and more products. You are paid to join. That's a first. Paid to shop in smart dollars. That's a first. Paid for every pod you start. That's a first. Paid in the currency of your choice. That's a first. Join now.
So just again, let me go back to that. Just a little, hit that summation, just a little bit more there. There we go. So when you're really thinking about this and you're sharing this with somebody, this is kind of what it's all about. I mean, right now, if I was doing a 20-second elevator pitch with anybody, I would just say, are you a smart shopper? What is that? I said, well, you're paid to join, paid to shop. You're interested? I'll send you a video. That's it. You're paid to join, you're paid to shop. People go, what? I mean, it kind of blows the mind, right? But that's really what we're going to be doing here. That's basically all you got to do. Are you a smart shopper? What is that? Well, you're paid to join, paid to shop. I'm going to send you a video. Let me know what you think. And you know what? I don't care. That's the beauty of this. See, in network marketing, everybody is afraid of rejection, right? Oh, I'm going to get rejected. You don't care here because you just want to get started as many pods as you want. So you don't care. If somebody doesn't get it, that's their loss, not yours. It's just like, hey, if I share this with you, you don't do this, shame on you, because it's that good and it's that simple. And so we've got something here, guys, that once this thing gets into full gear, it's going to be mind blowing. But again, I think I want to finish this up by, and we're going to talk about this, is what do you do right now?
That's a first.
Okay, and let's get
Join
into
now
that.
at CFORTH.com. Sign up as an affiliate or premier member today. This will give you your timestamp for One Marketplace. Sign up as many members as you want. Premier members get priority placement over all affiliates. All members you sign up now will convert to your community pods when we officially launch this exciting new program.
Now that you've seen the One Marketplace, very, very, I think, thorough explanation of something that's the most unique concept in the history of the world. I don't think there's ever been anything like it. There'll ever be anything like it again. You guys are sitting at the foundation, but what do you do now? And guys, this is the part I don't know if we're quite getting this message across. For all of you that are in CFORTH, wonderful. You're in great shape. But what about all the people that you've ever brought in that aren't active right now or haven't? What are you going to do with them? Because you got till March 31st. And we will not extend that. Scott, you were right. That will not get extended. On March 31st, the idea of anybody ever coming back into this using their original timestamp for positioning is gone forever. We can't do it any longer. I extended that for that period of time because I wanted to do something special for those people that came in at the very beginning as either founders or 800 Club or whatever. Now they've got a reason. And a lot of people came in because they wanted connective marketing. We went, obviously we made a switch more towards network marketing. Now we're going to have both. For those who want to build a genealogy and you got that, you got CFORTH and the subscription side. For those who want to do connective marketing, the simplicity of smart shopping, you're going to have that. So you're going to have two ways to really build and build something for a lifetime of income. So Scott, Brian, any other thoughts before we close it up? Dave?
You go first.
I would say this simply to you. If you had anyone in the business at all, or if you know someone that's in the business, talk to them about the opportunity that you saw here this evening, looking at it, understanding it a little bit more. Not asking for anything other than to reinstate, resubscribe, because this baby's launching in a few months, and it's a very serious opportunity to be in early. I think this is going to be one of those that just explodes. I really do. We've all been around the industry a long time. It's very special. And so I think for you, your duty now is to talk to them and tell them, don't wait until the last minute. For heaven's sakes, don't wait until the 31st because the system's going to be burning, right? There are going to be a lot of people trying at that point. Get them engaged now. Get things set up now. Get them started now. Meanwhile, don't underestimate the power of talking to new people and getting them engaged right away. Because if they got engaged today, they'll be in a better spot than if they did tomorrow. Make sense? So now's the time to pre-position people that you know, get them ready by getting them signed up in CFORTH as an affiliate or as a premier member, and do it now. Start with the people that you literally had in this before. Give them the deadline, and then begin to talk to everybody that would see this as a great opportunity. This is a very unintimidating, no training. You don't have to go to hotel. Listen, this is an opportunity like never before. Self-motivating, self-generating, self-propelling. This is going to be significant. So get involved. That's my advice to you, and do it right away. Brian, how about you? What are your thoughts?
Well, it's hard to follow that, but let me tell you something, ladies. This, in my opinion, is your Microsoft moment. This is your Bill Gates moment. This is your Facebook moment. I mean, we all have companies and visions and opportunities that come up in front of us. But you got to be able to recognize when this is something that's the holy grail. In my opinion, it's a championship mindset. It's a Super Bowl atmosphere. We're taking this to a whole different level, and no one on planet Earth has ever been part of connective marketing. Connected marketing is going to be so unique, so desirable that each and every person that comes into this program and sees us, whether it's you today for the first time or you sharing it tomorrow, you sharing it today, you sharing it tonight, people are going to be attracted to it because number one, simplicity. The simpler something is, the faster it moves, the faster it duplicates, the faster it creates, and the faster it creates momentum. And right now, we are in a momentum shift. We're going to be coming into a highly aggressive, passive momentum shift. The question is, are you going to be on the shift in the front of the wave, or are you going to be on the wave, or are you going to be behind the wave? The choice is yours. Let's take advantage of this right now. Get off today, this call tonight, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're in it's morning for you, evening, or afternoon, get off the call tonight, right now, and go make your first 1 to 5 shoppers. Get them in today. Get started right now and put pedal to the metal for the last 20 days and watch your lives, your future, your dreams all become reality because you manifested a vision that Mr. Mark Seaforth has created. With that being said,
I'll leave with just one last thought, guys. And I love what both Brian and Scott said. I liken this to, can you imagine when you had an opportunity, and a lot of you did, to buy Bitcoin for pennies? You can buy a Bitcoin for pennies. That's where we're at. Good night, everybody.